Oops. Oops, sorry, there was connection problem, or maybe I put the computer too far down. I don't know. Okay, so basically you want it to look like that. Okay, this is the little wool on your little woolly lamb's back. So here is your plate, your cookie sheet with some parchment paper on top. Now, we are not going to draw it because I feel like that's not a great idea to draw it. We're going to imagine how he looks. And if you don't remember how the little woolly sheep looks, go back in my scroll back down, and I put a picture of how woolly sheep is supposed to look. Okay. Okay, hold on. Making sure I'm connected. All good. Okay. So you're going to take the first one and put it on the pan. I'm going to do a few, and then I'm going to show you how they look. When you roll, you can roll it up, and you can just sort of snap it off when you feel that it's about that big. You see? That's about how big you want it. See how it fits in the palm of my hand? About that big. Okay? I'm going to start putting them here. Maybe, I think what I did is I almost closed the computer and it went off. So maybe I can lower it down a bit. Hold on. Okay. I don't have the whole, very cool young person's, setup for doing this. Okay, so I'm just using cake plates. Why not? So you're rolling it out. He's not quite ready, so you take another one. You can use a knife and it's easier, but you will have micro cuts in your pretty marble that you saved up and bought. And so don't use a knife on your marble because it does make little micro cuts in it, and it will not be so pretty and shiny in the end. And you know what? A girl only gets one marble countertop in her life. So I'm done with that. Okay. Then you roll it just, okay, makes this nice little woolly roll. And there we go. Set it on. We're already deciding. I'm going to have my head on this side. So I'm going to now form the back. And maybe you could have your head on this side. It's up to you. Whatever way you're comfortable with having little woolly sheep looking on Easter or Good Friday or whatever. Tonight, even. Okay. There we go. So we see that his back is going to look something like that. I'm going to roll out his little pieces. Okay. Let it rest a bit. Roll out another one. Resting, adding, because I want them to be a little bit more thick, I think, for the top. So I'm going to put these little smaller ones down here, I think, on the bottom. Make my pieces maybe just, wait, you can't see. There we go. A little bit bigger. Okay. So this is another tiny one. But if you take some bigger ones, they're nice. You have more room for there to be some soft bread inside. So just gently roll it out. Don't push it or it will rip. Gently roll it out. This is too big, so I'm gonna, and then see, just around and around it goes, and then tuck it under, and you have a little woolly roll. Okay, there's your little woolly guy. Okay, around you. And you're gonna feel every year you make it, you'll feel what size woolies you like. Everybody's different. I'm gonna go ahead and make the head because a little face so that I can see him because I feel like I can't identify with him yet. So I'm gonna make his little, let's roll it a bit. This is the only part that doesn't stay exceedingly soft because you're patting it and working it so much. Okay. Make a little face. You can see, I posted the picture of Woolly Go, so we'll just call him Woolly today. I don't know why. It's a woolly kind of day. And you shape the face how you want him. I like him a little bit like that. Okay, so my guy's gonna be, that's gonna be his little face. Let me just put that right there. Okay. Hey, he looks so cute. Put you over there. So I have room for his ears. I'm gonna push him a bit over. Okay. You guys could just like go ahead and write emails or whatever while I get all this done. Around, see, just around you go. If you feel like you didn't roll it well or it's too small, don't try to unroll it. I mean, you can do it really quick, but after it's done, after you've really finished it, you cannot unroll them. Don't do it. They don't like to be unrolled. Just go with it. Just be like, that's what it was meant to be this time. Anna. Okay. We're gonna have a woolly sheep. You can see sometimes you get these long lines. That just means that he needs to rest a bit. So leave him, take another piece. Sometimes when I'm doing this, it does become necessary to have a little glass of wine. Have a little bit. Move on, keep going. Okay. Here's my little woolly. Yes, I like the bigger ones better. I was making them a bit too small. We could always make a separate little small one later with the ones that we don't like. Okay, so just gently, see, I'm getting too violent about it. You need to be very gentle. Oh, I wish I could deliver. I would totally deliver. Just wait till I get back to Venice. I will be probably making these just for fun. Oh, I wish I could deliver this time. Can't. Cannot. Corona King will not let me come. Okay, there we are. There we are. So now we've made a nice back, as you can see. My family, I've got them all like imprisoned in their rooms. I told them I'd be too embarrassed if they come out, so everybody has the doors closed. All right, here we go. Another one. There we go. And there goes. Voila. If your end ends up on the side instead of underneath, no problem. Just sort of tuck the end in by another little woolly friend so you don't have any problems, so the end doesn't come out. That's important. Okay. Can you guys see? There we go. Okay. Oh, hi, Andrea. I feel like I need to be a little bit smaller so you can see sheep and me. I'm also doing my sports this way. I'm getting some nice thigh work in. It's like an ongoing squat. Every cloud has its silver lining. All right. I hope somebody's going to make this little bread, really, because I'm really excited to see your breads. I hope you'll give it a try. You can see how easy it is. It's not any trouble at all, actually. And since not a lot of people make this, actually, I don't know anybody else who does, you come off looking like a very, very skilled chef with very, very, very few skills, really. So you bring this to someone's house for Easter Sunday, they're like, they think that you are just like superwoman baker, but you're actually not. Just very good at rolling little woolies. Okay. Okay, again, this is starting to get, he's a little tired because, the dough is waiting over here on the side, so we have to be speedy. Okay, here we are. Nice little woolly. Hey. I am not going to name him Corona Lamb. Absolutely not. He's woolly. I'm resisting that temptation. Okay, there we are. As you can see, I'm just going to give you a little bird's eye onto him. Okay, that's what he's starting to look like. Okay, let's keep going here. Not to be stopped yet. Almost there. I really could use that Prosecco right now. Like really, anybody have some? I'll give you Wooly if you bring me some Prosecco. Like immediately. Like chilled. Okay. All right. Another one. A little Wooly. Da, 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 da. This guy. See, I'm making this today. Usually I make it on Saturday for Easter Sunday, but I wanted you to see it just in the event that you really did want to make it for Easter. That way you have time to make your own. So actually we'll probably have two this year. Or maybe I'll try something else on Saturday. A bunny. I could try bunny. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I hope you have a raisin. If you don't have two raisins and three raisins for the facial expression, you can use a little tiny piece of chocolate or a little piece of, I think, get creative. Anything that has some color that can bake nicely and without spreading, actually. I've used chocolate, it's not the best, but if you really push it down in there, it's okay. Okay. I'm gonna put that there. Give them a little better back. Okay. Now, usually I just make him enormous so that there's enough, but I'm going to make him a good shape this size and use the rest of the dough for something else. Let's see if we can start working on, before we fill him in, we need to make mini ones now for his little hair around his head. So the first things first, we make two teeny tiny ears, okay? His little ears. Now remember, they don't have little ears. I mean, they're little dough-wise, but in the animal world, they're actually not that small. So I'm going to go ahead and put the ears on, and we're going to do that just on the side of his little head, okay? Yes, it looks like he's wearing AirPods, but we're not finished, okay? So cute. Okay, now we are going to make teeny tiny hair, little woolies for his head. So make sure you just take a little tiny bit of dough. You don't need a lot, okay? And you're going to roll very thin, like a pencil. So you have to let it rest a lot or it will rip because you're working with these teeny tiny bits of dough. And it just rips right apart. You don't want that. Okay. So there we go. Like pencil thin. Really, I mean that. Otherwise, they're too big. Okay, so you've got them like that now. Let's see, like how wide it is. It's very thin, like a pencil. And then you're going to, this one, I would ask you to roll right here. Just around, and around. Break it off and put it on his head. I will show you after this big woolly. I think it's a little bit big. Let's make it. I don't know how to do that fast flipping through yet. Maybe I'll learn that if I keep up my cooking classes. So if you're bored, just like do something else until I'm done. Okay? Exceptionally. As an exception. This is not a professional video. Okay, this is just a gift. Okay, so do you see another little one? Okay. No, it doesn't. This one is too. I think I made a mistake because when you roll it, really, with the little ones, you need to try and maintain that rolly look, okay? Like a little snail. Then you can, that's better. It looks like hair. There, put it upside down. It still looks like hair. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, oops, he lost his hair. There we go. And I actually typically like to have 5 pieces of hair because I think that's nicer than 4, but you pick. All right. There we go. Little teeny one. Okay, there he is, our little woolly lamb. Oh, he's so cute. Now, before we go to his feet, actually, let's be good bakers and go directly to his feet. So the feet look like that. Just basic, boring looking feet. Okay? Roll them a bit, then flatten them a bit. They never really look very good, but you know, like no feet actually do. All right, then there we are. Let's make them a little plumper. A little bit plumper. Okay. A nice plump foot right there. This one isn't plump enough. Okay. Okay. Yes, I really seriously have been doing this for 20 years. Okay, have a look now. That's how he's starting to see. Look. Okay. We're not done yet. Okay. Let's put some of these little ones we made that we didn't like at the beginning, just sort of here, plump them up here on the side, fill in all the little corners. Voila. That all together. Perfect. And I think he can even stand another one back here. And how about a little tail? Okay. Okay, they have really excessively big tails. Don't be surprised. It looks weird, but it's actually anatomically correct. You know, I looked it up because I didn't believe the tail size on this animal. Okay, I think. What do you think? Does he look good? This is how yours is supposed to look. Now we need to add the eyes, nose, and mouth. So if you have raisins, that's perfect. And if you don't have raisins, you can use also cranberries or chocolate chip or a little piece of orange peel and then take it out. He's going to look a little bit like a superhero lamb, but why not? Okay, see if you can find a dark one. Voila, that are about the same size so he doesn't look too strange. Okay, and I like to put them about mid-high, push them in, and then you put his little mouth down here. Okay. Ooh, turn on your oven. Okay, oven heating at, okay, so your oven has to heat at 200 degrees. 200 degrees. You're going to let the little lammy guy rise for 10 minutes, not more. 15 at the longest, because otherwise it's going to start to spread apart. So what I'm going to do now, wait about 10-15 minutes until the oven heats. And then in the middle of the oven, not on the bottom, not on the top, middle to the medium low, we're going to put him in for maximum 25 minutes. And then we're going to watch him get brown. I will be back for the end of the cooking. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Do not put egg on him. Do not put egg. Do not brush him with water. Do not brush him with anything. Just leave him exactly like that. Okay.